has. I think their lanes are definitely really strong here. I think that I'm looking at Era to be this big playmaker. I think he can ruin a lot of alliances lanes in particular. I think it's a really good hero versus Necrophos too throughout the majority of the game. So.
Okay, well, yeah, well, we'll see if NiP can sort of get some of that magic that they had in game 1. You know, game 2, we did see Alliance just sort of rolling over them. When it comes to the lane setup, I mean, is there a chance that we're going to see some of that fall apart early again? You know, NiP, are we going to see some sort of tri-lane setup be tried once more here in this game 3 in terms of...
I don't think they have to. I actually really like the way that NiP can set up their lanes. I think they can snowball really hard off them. I also want to say that they kind of have to, because I do look at some things and I'm looking at NiP's lack of team fight. They are really good about their constant pickoff and their constant fighting all around the map with low cooldowns. But I do look at Alliance and they do have this huge combo that comes out. This Warlock, this Mars, even the Necrophos. Like they do have these very strong ultimates in comparison to kind of counter what NiP does have in that mid game.
So you're starting off already. Alliance moving around as the 4. Limp, the Necro, Nikobaby Troll, Hanscam, Rubik, FNG Warlock. Ready to hunt, see what they can find down here. It's just Misha on the Undying. And it's actually starting off, of course, with the brown boots. So we'll be closing the gap upon him.
I think the greatest Undying game, Henry. Does feel like they have some pretty decent tools to be able to hit that stone. And these heroes don't really care too much about getting decayed. I think S4 is kind of the only one that really cares to get decayed too much in this game. The other heroes mind it too much, which is usually a good sign when you're playing versus Undying if you just don't really care too much about getting hit by it.
Yeah, I mean, the ward down, but yes, for he's gonna play it careful, not try and contest these runes. Zera actually get that from the high ground. Charlie as well down there. Same to be said on the other side. Alliance with that pressure, pushing away at NiP from the 2 runes on the bottom half. So yeah, we'll see what the Undying's able to do. I mean, do you think there was some sort of aspect of it being picked, maybe hoping that Alliance would open up with another tri-lane, as they did in game 2?
Not too sure, to be totally honest with you. I do think that his position bottom is really awkward, though. I feel like he wants to be top, and Clockwork wants to be down here.
I mean, but it looks like both of them are going to be. Era's walking down.
It's just a rocket to commit just some first some harassment with the decays, and now some Whirling Death onto FNG. But yeah, Nikobaby will walk away. Okay, so they're just going to do an aggro tri-lane. Same thing as before, and they will. Okay, they'll send the Undying up top. I think that's appropriate.
All right, certainly with sort of the heroes they have, this is the best sort of way to set it up.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to lane Undying versus Strength hero. It's kind of pretty clear cut as it should be. And just to secure your carry's farm. Clockwork can't help too much. So lane setups, I think I'm pretty happy with the way Alliance has it set up here.
Well, what about the mid
standard lanes?
Yeah, is this also a lane where Necrophos is just going to take over?
I feel like it's a good matchup for him, yeah. I do feel like he can. He can mess up a lot of those last hits we see right there already. He can mess with some of them with the heal. And he's just always shoving the lane in. That's the one thing that's a little bit annoying for Nature's Prophets. Sure, you have your trains to be able to trade and hits like that, but you can't actually push waves in at the same fashion as Limp can.
No, I was just looking at the sort of the CS that Limp's getting on top of just how much damage Supreme's taking. Whilst he's having to try and farm underneath his tower, and it's not easy for Supreme at all on these early levels. Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily gets any better, really, right, as the levels start coming in. I feel like this is only just going to be more damage that Limp's going to be able to throw out Supreme's way.
Yeah, he should just do jump. He should do perfectly fine. And we take a quick glance top as they try to make an aggressive move, and a quick glance bottom as we see Nikobaby actually pulls the whole creep wave behind his tower, by the way. So he just denies the whole wave from the Timbersaw.
And look at this FNG also holding the other wave in a position so it's not going under the tower.
That's
so not
huge.
only is he going to be able to farm this wave and deny this from NiP, he's also going to have the other one ready and waiting for him as FNG holds it, tanking the creep waves, using the Shadow Word to heal himself up.
Okay, I think Necro should maybe win this matchup, but I don't think he should be 15-7 to 4-2. What's going on in the mid lane right now for Supreme? He's getting destroyed.
Real top lane. They get the catch. The combos there. They just burst through Misha. I mean, you said already it's not going to be an easy Undying game, and even finding the lane that is against a Strength hero going down first, that's not looking to be a great start.
Just same 21-7 to 6-3. Supreme. He's giving up his treants too. Like, that's more last hits than are in their lane. So Limp is getting last hits on those treants. going more than perfect for this Necrophos mid, and their side lanes are doing just fine. Troll is free farming down bottom. They can't actually apply pressure with these two, with Timbersaw and Clockwork versus this with the Warlock behind him. Oh, I feel like Alliance, all three lanes look really, really good for them.
Yeah, how does this mid lane get any better? Like,
it doesn't.
This is not going to improve for Supreme at all.
Oh my, he's getting every single range. I think that's 4 range, at least 4 to 5 or 6. I don't know, maybe every single range creep denied. NiP is smashing Supreme right now. And Supreme, now, if you get too far behind in this one, NiP's gonna hit 6 and you're just dead.
Yeah, this is... I mean, we saw last game Supreme struggle to recover his game after he fell behind so far in mid as the Void Spirit, and this time we're going to have to see what he does as Prophet, as he is certainly going to be playing behind.
Spending a lot of time, like he's just, that's a second TP back to base. He's going to have a TP back to mid. He's going to miss some timing during it here. As NiP, he's not missing any timing. He stacks the camp and checks the rune.
Is he going to get the rune? Oh, it's a DD! Oh, it's a DD! Oh! Oh, come on, Gabe, and have some mercy on Supreme.
Of course, it's Misha.
Oh.
No suicide to tier 2 up top. Charlie will actually have to play versus this lane a little more here. And yeah, these decay stacks, they're not hurting S4 too much. He's actually able to bring it to Charlie and slow down the farm of this Ricky a bit. Sure, you still see S4 affected, but yeah, he's able to actually play in the lane, which sometimes Undying can prevent you from doing so.
Well, we'll see in the mid. Yeah, one more wave, and that's going to be level 6 on Limp. And at that point, I don't know how you do lane. We're seeing Supreme might just be dead. He actually might just be dead here. One more right click and a death pulse, and he's dead. Ooh, the Fairy Fire. Limp, did he find the vision? He won't actually do so. The Fairy Fire does save him, but I mean, I don't know how much of a good thing that is. I mean, Supreme now very low HP. He's...
Oh, look at Limp. He's actually going to go check the rune. He sees Supreme walking toward here. Supreme is just gonna jungle over here.
I mean,
uh-oh.
Say that again.
Nikobaby's free farming too.
Uh-oh. Alright. Top lane, oh, S4. Stick charges and that's saving. Down away. I mean, where's sort of the good news for NiP so far? What was the top lane?
Yeah, it is still top. But Charlie still is doing a pretty good job of keeping that farm up. Top and bottom are going okay, but you know, this mid might be too much of a problem for you to really recover. It's really good, and Glip is just a monster. He has treads and double null. He has now going to be able to pressure the tower with the catapult wave. He doesn't even have his support rotating over just yet. They're just playing their lanes. Limp able to pressure by himself here this first siege. And Supreme has to be careful. Now the rotation, Hanskin can just die here.
Middle tower is under attack.
Did Supreme see him? I don't think he did. Yeah, Supreme didn't see him. There is going to be errors to help out, though. See if they still want to try and make a move on to Supreme. Hanskin is going to start things off if they got enough first. They do.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't see him? He has a ward.
Wait, he has a ward.
He literally just watched.
He has a ward. He has a ward. What's he doing? I mean, you're right, he has a ward, Fog.
Yeah, he stepped up.
He didn't play like he had a ward.
He sure did it, and he's dead, and now his tower is probably dead as well. Uh-oh, NiP.
Oh no, Supreme.
Things are crumbling pretty quick in this first 7 minutes.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yes, they are. That's the mid tower gone. 6 minutes in. 3-0. 3K lead for Alliance. Yeah, they're the sort of game one for NiP being nothing more than a bit of a pipe dream at this sense. It's just a distant memory. As game 3 looking to start and maybe go the same way as game 2.
Okay, now Limp just backs up, hits some jungle creeps, and now it's always a fear. I think you have to be a little careful as NiP when this Necrophos is missing. Maybe right now you're assuming he's low, so you're okay to keep pressuring, but next moments, like Saberlight, you got to be careful on bottom when this can heal. He can look to set up kills on any of the lanes, really. And they're just going to move Nikobaby to mid because mid's free farm now. So he doesn't want to play in that pressure lane bottom. That was a little concerning for him versus level 6 Timber.
He doesn't need to. Yeah, the space is going to be fully there for him on mid. No real threat from whatsoever. Top lane, Charlie.
Big Wrath.
Now, at the Wrath, Supreme will manage to get the one. They'll try for S4 as well. The zombie's chasing him down. Turns with the spear onto Charlie. Supreme coming in with the TP underneath the tower. He managed to trap S4 in the Sprout, and they'll get another. Supreme, here he comes with the recovery. Able to get himself 2 kills out of that movement.
Very nice. First Wrath nature usage. Perfect. And bottom, Saberlight is able to get away from Limp, as Limp did make that rotation down there. Recovery and pushing out both of the heroes out of the top lane to be able to farm that. Nikobaby though, he's on Saberlight. He's got the kill! Oh my god.
What? How's he getting solo kills like that? What is happening? Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Saberlight.
Yeah.
He just didn't expect him to do that, I guess.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, Saberlight, he was the one having sort of the better time out of the laning stage, but he's just losing his life solo to Nikobaby. On the Troll.
That's a 1,500 net worth lead now on the Troll compared to the Riki, and he's going for the Battle Fury. And you know, Kyo was the one who was mentioning in there. It's like if this Troll goes Battle Fury, he's heavily favoring Alliance. So.
Have they got the damage? Oh, they haven't quite. Charlie, able to jump out with the tricks of the trade, and he'll live. Will survive here. That ultimate committed from S4 just not quite enough to burst through the Riki.
Still trying to go on up top though with this tombstone. S4.
Look for S4. They get the jump in. S4 goes down. Supreme again. He's making recovery. He really is. These movements after such a rough training stage.
Saberlight mid. It's very far forward. Link's just there with the sight.
Radiant's middle tower.
Get the kill. Another kill onto the Timber.
Never a good sign when you see Timbersaw dying pre 20 minutes. Usually feels that hero doesn't die in most games that he does get picked up. But this one, like we said though, he's at risk always, especially when he plays that far aggressive. And Nikobaby is getting away with he's gonna have such an early Battle Fury if they don't start finding ways to slow him down.
Yeah, him and Limp's farm is just insane so far.
Yeah.
But the start that they've been given.
Troll really does reign supreme in this game. If it gets to like later stages, if he's able to farm this Battle Fury nicely. He's so good versus the cores.
There's some beautiful stacks being made in the triangle for Alliance.
Oh, wow. Yeah. For enabled up to his phase boots now. A lot more armor for him to kind of survive versus this Riki late top if he does commit for it.
For Limp, of course, the Tread Strums, 4-staff coming out. Of course, 4-staff is probably the best item you can buy this game. Against the smoke screen, the cogs, the Sprout. It's going to help you get out of all of those.
As many as them that they can buy, for sure. Yep. All the supports should look for it as well. I think the Rubik too can look for it. It's just such a good item versus those heroes. Absolutely. I like that Limp's going for it though, rather than just depending on his supports, just having his own way to do it. Because all he really needs to do is get out of the cogs and get out of the smoke screen fights. He's going to be the one parked bottom. And NiP gonna try to get aggressive onto him.
FNG is set behind him, and FNG has got the 6. Got the Golem ready if they do want to try and fight here. Supreme coming in as well. FNG's gonna find the setup for a big one here. Bombs down into the Golem. Limp back up to full HP as Era. He's just stuck underneath the tower. Limp falling low in the chakra, but he gets in there for heal. He's still alive. Arena trapping in both Saberlight and Charlie. Charlie goes down. It's a double kill for Limp. He's ready to look over towards Saberlight. He's holding on to it. Now he'll drop it. Saberlight's out. Triple kill for Limp. As Alliance, it's just so scary for NiP pushing into these towers when you have this potential for turnaround. FNG just slamming down the bonds and the Golem, and S4, he's always there. He TPs in, and the team fight presence from Alliance is so huge right now. Just this the whole combo, right, with the bonds and the arena just holding people within the vicinity of this Necrophos. It's just so destructive.
Under attack.
He hit almost everybody with all of his pulses that he was able to cast there. 5-second cooldown, he gets a couple of them off. Also, they made the jump. They saw him with 20 wand charges. So you always have the fact that you see he Ghost Shrouds, he pops the wands, and it gives him absolutely full HP. I feel like that one was a very over-ambitious dive from NiP. This Timbersaw, he's not that strong. Like we said in this game, there's a direct counter for him. with that Necropost pick.
I mean, and look at this as well. Nikobaby, he's clearing these H's. It's going to be a 13-minute phase Battle Fury on the chop. This is one of the quicker timings on a Battle Fury we've seen here at this tournament. If not the quickest.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And we talked about how NiP, like, their team fight, it's pretty lackluster. Like, Tombstone is their best team fighting ability, and there's a Mars. So God's Rebuke instantly kills all those zombies in most situations too. Yeah, these fights, I feel like they're gonna get easier for NiP, and I feel like with this lead for this Necropost, like Limp is just, he's the king of the game. He can just stand as this frontliner, and they're just all making space. Like you said, Nikobaby's gonna have a 13-minute Battle Fury.
This is just an insane farm from Nikobaby in this game. The hook shot from Era coming out while we're just trying to get away. Okay, it's a 3K lead for Alliance. NiP's strength still lying. I mean, Supreme, again, he, you know, for all sort of the pressure that was behind him at the start, he is the one making the recovery. He's catching up. He's going to have a good timing on the Orchid. He will see if they can make plays with this.
They have to make plays. They can't just sit back and let Troll farm. They'll find S4 bottom. And they have to, I think Charlie has to like secure every single last hit right now. If your Ricky is not going around just getting kills, and this Troll's just backed up with Battle Fury, you're gonna lose this game. Like Ricky is your win condition to still be able to match, and this Troll is just way more farmed with way better team fight wrapped around him too. And NiP has to kind of explode in these next few moments to really have a what feels like a shot in this mid/late game because of how farmed these heroes really are. And they will. They'll find FNG. Looks like bottom as well.
FNG is thinking about dropping the golem there. He won't. But yeah, this, you know, they're definitely taking advantage of these opportunities that are being handed to them. Nikobaby's going to try and turn it onto Misha. I mean, they're still around NiP. So anytime the Limp shows, looks like NiP really aren't that scared. Now they'll drop the Tombstone. Limp stepping a bit forward. Has been caught by the silence. He has the force. Out to the side he goes. Still getting low with the hook shot from Aaron. Limp's going to go down. Sprout control onto Nikobaby. They'll turn over towards the Troll. Nikobaby does have the ult though. If they do try and commit, S4's turned up to help out. Throw onto Misha. S4 clips him with the spear. Do NiP still want to try and fight? This hand skins over to the side with the control onto Supreme. Misha goes down. The arena's out of two of them. The pawns. He's going to connect the two. Charlie's trying for Handskin. Handskin falling low. Jump over from Charlie. Will allow him to secure the kill. He's trying for the TP out. Anything to cancel it. There it is. S4 in with the spear. Pushes him off to the side. God's Rebuke and the Shadow Word will take Charlie down. Instead, NiP just hanging around a little too long after finding what was a massive kill for them. Killing off Limp, but they weren't able to back out in time in Alliance. They have the opportunity to, again, just come out on top.
That's how they have to play. They have to do these scrappy kind of fights, get these kind of kills whenever they do have a number advantage versus Alliance. But the problem is too, Nikobaby is still the one that gets the most out of this one. As Yasha finished up, he was farming during the entirety of all that pressure.
Era. Misha immediately on the hunt once more. Hook shots up, they're ready to find some action.
Ooh, they want Nikobaby, but
there's a lot of,
they have to get the silence on him.
There's a lot around. He's just gonna pop immediately, and Era, he's just, he's gonna die. And now Misha, Misha's gonna go down as well. That's two kills right here. Well, he's not got any backup anymore. His backup is well and truly dead. As Supreme, that's just gonna be another kill for Nikobaby. He just gets himself handed 3 kills, basically, that he's in the vicinity of. He clears up, and just as soon as he's got the Ash, he's pretty much gonna have the full SMY thanks to that move.
It's just handed to him. It is what NiP kind of has to force, though. I feel like they have to force these pressure plays, but if the Orchid doesn't come out instantly, this is exactly what I was talking about. He just pops Battle Trance, and these two supports do nothing to Troll Warlord. Clockwork can't even kill his own cogs against poor Troll as the Whirling Axis comes out, and you just can't even hit your own cog to get out of it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
For now with the blink to get the plays going. This tops out. Will be Alliances.
Dire's top tower
Limp has the plate mail now finished up too, so he's going to go for any type of dispel to remove that Orchid. It's going to be Lotus coming out for him, and they're really ticking the boxes of what they're playing against. While NiP, they're not solving the problem with Nikobaby. The area here.
Go. Hero
They'll find
jumping onto
FNG.
FNG. Another Warlord jumping in on press. Oh, he's going to turn in time. Burst down Saberlight. Knocked down, and with the side, they've got him. Saberlight will fall. The soul rip heal from Misha, not enough to help out. The tombstone's been taken out. Limp held back for now by the Sprout. Nikobaby keeping himself on top of Misha. Misha's going to hold still. With the Shadow Amulet, the S4's in and on top of it. Pushing him off to the side. Another pick for Alliance. Charlie's trying to farm this creep wave. He's got to be careful. Jumps out of the side with the trick. The trade hand scan. Doesn't have to lift back up in time. 5 seconds on the telekinesis, so didn't have to catch.
Almost dies. If that Wrath bounced him, he was actually just going down there. But that's NiP. They're leading the charge trying to look for these kills because they know Warlock Golem is down and they can only get a kill on the Warlock. There's always some type of ult for Alliance on the fields.
He's trying for S4, and S4's got Nikobaby by his side, and S4's able to pin Arrow straight to the tree. Exposure screen is down. Charlie jumps across for the golems there from FNG along with the box. Arrow's gotten down. Charlie's got to run, but they've got the detection. Lift up from Hanskin, grabs him in position. As Nikobaby, he's just getting so involved. He's 7-0-5, an incredible battle fury SMY time. They're into the Roshan. This is going to be their Rosh, but without a question. This Troll's just looking insane right now. He is just massive.
It's looking like everything's just being handed to him. Like literally, like he's just like walking around farming, and then 2 heroes show up. He's like, oh, okay, sure, I'll kill these 2. Oh, look, 4. It really feels like it's just the perfect game for Nikobaby, and I don't like calling it early, but it's like NiP. I don't see when in this game that they're ever going to be able to fight toe-to-toe versus Alliance. Like even when Rock is down, there's always something available for Alliance to still be able to come out ahead inside the team fights.
I mean, NiP, it's where do their strengths sort of do just lie within the pick-off. It's got to be Supreme and Charlie finding jumps on these side lanes whilst Alliance are pushing out alone, but Alliance have just, for the most part, not been caught out by those sort of moves. And at this stage, even if they do, some of these heroes, they're getting to the point where they don't even care. You know, we're already seeing from Nikobaby, if you make any move near him at all, he will turn and he'll fight. You know, he's not going to be taken down easily.
Oh, there's no way you kill him anymore. 2,000 HP, SNY. He's gonna have Basher too. Like it just feels like items are just flying off for him. Even Pupil Skip, so he's super tanky because of all this too. And the Charlie, Ricky is not a farming hero. That's the thing. It's like he's almost half the net worth of this troll because he's just looking for fights.
Nikobaby just stepping up.
He's deep.
And there's 5 of them here. They do get the silence. They should be able to kill him. 1 star, 4 stars there. The Saber to the side, and now straight away he turns with the ult. Onto Saberlight, Sipes out as well as Saberlight down for another 70. Misha can't do anything right now as the Undying, as they'll turn towards him, pick up a second for Limp. It just doesn't stop. Every single time that they go on Nikobaby, it just ends in disaster. He just turns, backups there, and he's just winning out on every single fight that he's involved.
Oh god, top Supreme shows his face, and he's just instantly dead. Oh, this game is so over. There's no recovery for NiP.
It's just, I mean, the question is, what happened to the NiP from game 1? Or do you think it's more of a question of where was Alliance in game 1?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah. Because this game 2 and game 3 have not looked close at all.
No, Alliance kicked it up a notch. Like everything seems to be perfect for them. Some draft to play as Nikobaby bottom. A bit far up. There's a golem.
And Nikobaby, he's still got the Aegis. They're buying back for this kill upon him. Let's see if they can do it twice. They get him the once. Can they do it a second time? Limp's heading over. This was 2 buybacks from NiP to try and commit for this, but S4 comes in. Through onto Supreme. Nikobaby's over. Supreme's going to go down. Saberlight's the new focus as he's rooted in position by this troll. He's going to fall. Double kill for Nikobaby. He's now got chasing that Misha, and Charlie gets another there with the help of Limp. Charlie speared to the tree by S4. I think we might be calling it good night pretty soon. As there it is. GG is called as Alliance. Well, I mean, they certainly redeemed themselves after game 1. Game 1 did not look like the Alliance I think a lot of people expected to see from this series. But game 2 and game 3, Alliance, they put